those. They rise from the deep Atlantic. A collection of islands forged in fire and fury. These are the Isles of Cabo Verde. They appear as mere specks on a map of the vast ocean. Yet, they hold secrets as old as the Earth itself. Here, the planet breathes. Its fiery heart is never far from the surface. The wind carries tales across the barren slopes. It whispers of creation and destruction, of patience and power. To arrive here is to step into a world that feels both ancient and unfinished, a place where the story of our world is still being written in stone and ash. The air itself feels different. It is thick with the salt of the ocean and the fine dark dust of volcanoes. The silence is profound. It is broken only by the tireless rush of the wind, or the crash of waves against black volcanic cliffs. There is a tension here, a feeling of immense energy held in check. You can sense it in the ground beneath your feet. It is a subtle vibration, a constant reminder that these islands are alive. They are not just passive lumps of rock. They are sleeping giants, and one can never be entirely sure when they might stir from their slumber. From a distance, the islands appear inhospitable. They are jagged and stark. Their colors are the muted tones of earth and rock, deep blacks, rich browns and dusty reds. It seems an unlikely place for life to take hold. Yet, as you draw closer, you begin to see the details. You see the stubborn green of a lone acacia tree clinging to a cliffside. You see the flicker of a bird's wing against the dark rock. Life here is not abundant, but it is tenacious. It has adapted to this challenging world with a quiet resilience that is truly remarkable. This is a land of contrasts. The deep blue of the surrounding ocean meets the stark black of the volcanic shores. The fierce heat of the sun is tempered by the cool, persistent wind. The silence of the high peaks is answered by the constant roar of the sea below. It is this interplay of opposing forces that gives Cabo Verde its unique character. It is a place that demands respect. It teaches you about the immense power of nature and the delicate, determined struggle for survival. It is a journey into the very heart of our living, breathing planet. If you're enjoying this journey, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more breathtaking adventures from around the world. One island, more than any other, embodies the fiery spirit of this archipelago. Its name is Fogo. It means simply fire. And it is a name that is well earned. The entire island is a single, massive volcano. Its peak, Pico do Fogo, looms over everything. It is a constant, brooding presence. Its slopes are a canvas of volcanic history. They are painted with the flows of past eruptions. Each layer of black rock tells a story of a time when the mountain unleashed its power. The air here is thin, and the silence is deeper, more profound. To stand at the foot of Pico do Fogo is to feel truly small. The scale is immense, almost overwhelming. The ground is a sea of jagged black lava rock known as lapilli. It crunches underfoot like broken glass. There are no trees here, no signs of familiar life. It is a landscape from another world, yet even here, there are signs of the mountain's recent activity. Steam escapes from fissures in the rock, warming the air with a sulfurous scent. The ground is warm to the touch. It is a stark reminder that the fire is not gone. It is merely sleeping, just beneath the surface. The crater itself is a vast, empty amphitheater. It is a place of raw, elemental power. The colors are astonishing. Deep reds, bright yellows, and stark blacks are all mixed together. They are the minerals brought up from the Earth's core. Standing on the rim, looking down into this colossal bowl, you can almost hear the roar of the last eruption. You can imagine the sky turning dark with ash. You can feel the ground shake. It is a humbling experience, a direct connection to the geological forces that have shaped our planet for billions of years. The journey down the volcano's slope is a descent through time. You pass through layers of different eruptions, each with its own unique texture and color. The higher slopes are barren and stark, but as you move lower, life begins to reappear. First, it is just a few hardy lichens clinging to the rocks. Then, a few tufts of grass appear in the crevices. Finally, you see the first signs of human habitation. The people of Fogo do not fear the mountain. They have learned to live with it. They have found a way to coexist with this immense and unpredictable power. In the great caldera of Fogo, nestled within the crater walls, lies a small village. Its name is Chadas Caldeiras. It is one of the most extraordinary places on Earth where people have chosen to live. The houses are built directly on the old lava flows. Some are even constructed from the black volcanic rock itself. Life here is lived in the constant shadow of the Great Peak. The volcano is not just a landmark. It is a neighbor, a provider, and a constant silent threat. The people here understand the risks, but they also understand the rewards. The soil in the caldera is incredibly fertile. The volcanic ash, rich in minerals, creates a perfect environment for growing certain crops. The villagers are famous for their wine. The vines are planted in small, hand-dug pits in the black soil. Each pit protects a single vine from the relentless wind. It is a slow, laborious process, but the wine it produces is unique, with a flavor that speaks of the fire and the earth from which it came. It is a testament to the ingenuity and patience of the people who call this place home. The people of Chadas Caldeiras have a deep respect for the volcano. They know its moods. They watch for the signs. A change in the steam from the crater, a slight tremor in the ground. They have lived through eruptions before. They have seen their homes and their fields buried under molten rock. And yet, they always return. They rebuild. There is a powerful bond that ties them to this place, a connection that goes deeper than fear. It is a sense of belonging, a feeling that this is their land, no matter the danger. This resilience is a defining characteristic of the Cabo Verdean spirit. Life on these islands has always been a struggle. It is a struggle against the wind, against the dryness, and against the immense power of the earth itself. But it has forged a people who are strong, patient, and deeply connected to their environment. They do not seek to conquer nature. They have learned to live in harmony with it. They accept its power and its unpredictability. And in doing so, they have found a way to thrive in one of the most challenging landscapes on the planet. Across the water from Fogo lies another world. This is the island of Santo Antão. It is the greenest of the Cabo Verdean islands. Here, the volcanic landscape has been transformed by water and time. The mountains are just as dramatic, but they are carved into deep, verdant valleys. Sheer cliffs plunge thousands of feet to the sea. The coastline is a masterpiece of natural sculpture. It has been battered and shaped by the relentless power of the Atlantic Ocean for millions of years. The sound of the waves is a constant companion here. The island is a paradise for walkers, ancient cobblestone paths known as crisscross the mountains. They connect tiny, isolated villages that cling to the steep hillsides. These paths were built by hand, stone by stone, over generations. They are a testament to the hard work and determination of the island's inhabitants. Walking these paths is like stepping back in time. Every turn reveals a new, breathtaking vista. A deep gorge, a terraced field, a glimpse of the brilliant blue ocean far below. It is a landscape that must be experienced on foot, one slow step at a time. In the valleys, life is sustained by a network of small irrigation channels. These channels, called, carry precious water from the mountain springs down to the terraced fields. Here, farmers grow a surprising variety of crops. Sugarcane, bananas, mangoes, and coffee all thrive in the rich soil. The air in the valleys is sweet with the scent of flowers and ripe fruit. It is a world away from the barren slopes of Fogo. It shows the incredible diversity of these islands, how each one has its own unique character and its own story to tell. But even here in this green paradise, the volcanic nature of the island is never far away. The cliffs are made of dark basalt rock. The beaches are of black sand. The very shape of the land, with its dramatic peaks and deep canyons, is a result of its fiery origins. The power that created these islands is the same power that sustains them. The mountains catch the clouds, providing the water that gives life to the valleys. It is a delicate balance, a perfect example of how life can adapt and flourish even in the most challenging of circumstances. The waters surrounding Cabo Verde are deep and full of life, but it is on the shores that we find some of the island's most remarkable residents. These islands are one of the most important nesting sites in the world for the loggerhead sea turtle. For millions of years, these ancient mariners have been making their way to these black sand beaches. They come to perform a ritual that is as old as the dinosaurs. It is a story of incredible endurance and instinct, a journey that spans thousands of miles of open ocean. The process is slow and deliberate. Under the cover of darkness, the female turtle hauls her heavy body out of the waves. She moves with great effort, pulling herself up the beach with her powerful flippers. She is searching for the perfect spot, a place above the high tide line, safe from the waves. The only sounds are the sigh of her breath and the scrape of sand as she digs. She is completely vulnerable, but she is driven by an instinct that is stronger than fear. It is a truly humbling sight to witness. Once she has found her spot, she begins to dig her nest. It is a deep, bottle-shaped chamber, excavated with her rear flippers. The process can take hours. She works in a trance-like state, her eyes weeping salty tears to expel the salt from her body. When the nest is ready, she begins to lay her eggs. They are soft and leathery, about the size of a ping-pong ball. She will lay around 100 of them. It is an incredible investment of energy, a gamble on the future of her species. After she has finished laying, she carefully covers the nest. She uses her flippers to throw sand over the area, camouflaging it from predators. Her work is done. Exhausted, she turns and makes her slow journey back to the sea. She will leave her offspring to fend for themselves. In a few months, the tiny hatchlings will emerge from the sand and begin their own perilous journey. It is a powerful reminder of the fragility of life and the incredible strength of the instinct to survive, a cycle that has played out on these shores for an eternity. You cannot understand Cabo Verde without understanding its music. The soul of the islands is expressed in a style of music called. It is a slow, melancholic sound. It is filled with a deep sense of longing and nostalgia. The Portuguese call it. It is a feeling of missing something or someone that may never return. The music speaks of the hardships of life on the islands. It speaks of the long history of emigration, of families separated by the vast ocean. It is the sound of a people who have known loss. The music is typically played on a guitar, a violin, and the as, a small four-stringed guitar. The melodies are simple and haunting. The lyrics are poems of love, loss, and the beauty of the islands. To hear played in a small bar in the evening is to connect with the heart of Cabo Verde. The music fills the warm night air. It invites you to slow down, to reflect. It is a shared experience, a way for people to come together and acknowledge the joys and sorrows of life. The most famous performer was a singer named Cesaria Évora. She was known as the Barefoot Diva because she always performed without shoes. It was a gesture of solidarity with the poor and disadvantaged of her country. Her voice was like no other. It was rich and smoky, filled with emotion. It carried the weight of her people's history. When she sang, the world listened. She brought the music of Cabo Verde to an international audience, and in doing so she gave a voice to her nation. The spirit of can be found everywhere on the islands. It is in the slow, unhurried pace of life. It is in the warm smiles of the people. It is in the way they look out at the ocean with a mixture of love and respect. The music is a reflection of the landscape itself. It is beautiful, but also a little sad. It is vast and full of space. It reminds us that even in a place of great hardship, there can be great beauty. It is the soundtrack to survival, a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit. To leave Cabo Verde is to carry a piece of it with you. It is not an easy place. It is a land of stark beauty and immense untamed power. It does not offer the easy comforts of other destinations. Instead, it offers something much more profound. It offers a connection to the raw, elemental forces that have shaped our world. It teaches you about patience, resilience, and the incredible tenacity of life. The silence of the high peaks and the roar of the ocean stay with you long after you have gone. The islands leave you with a deep sense of respect. Respect for the power of the volcano that can create and destroy in a single breath. Respect for the turtle that travels thousands of miles to return to the beach where it was born. And most of all, respect for the people who have chosen to make their home in this challenging and beautiful land. They have learned to live with uncertainty, to find joy in simplicity, and to draw strength from their community and their culture. They are as much a part of the landscape as the black rock and the wind. Here, you are a witness to the Earth's slow and patient work. You see the world not as a finished product but as a work in progress. The ground beneath your feet is not static, it is alive, breathing, and constantly changing. This perspective is a rare gift. In our fast-paced world, it is easy to forget these deep geological rhythms. But in Cabo Verde, you cannot ignore them. They are all around you in the shape of the mountains, the color of the sand, and the warmth that rises from the ground. These whispering giants of the Atlantic are more than just a destination. They are an experience. They challenge your perceptions and awaken a sense of wonder that you may have thought was lost. To stand on a volcanic peak with the wind in your ears and the vast ocean stretching out to the horizon is to feel a profound sense of awe. It is to be reminded of our small place in a vast and ancient universe. It is to feel the echoes of creation itself, reverberating through stone and sea and soul.